How are you, Dennis? Can you
I'm
hear
doing all
me?
right. It's been a big couple days.
Hmm. Big what? Which day?
It's been a big couple of days. Busy, busy.
Ah, nice, nice.
Yeah. You?
For me, Ramadan is going on, so for me it is different.
Understood.
But I cannot stop work also. If I stop my work, because it is going to be a problem.
Yeah, I understand that.
So it's going on. Sleep is the biggest problem because for me, food is not that big problem. More than food, it is the sleep. So that is the biggest problem. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's interesting. But anyways, so how are you, Shivraj?
Hi, Mohammed. I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. We will just let me. I need to remind so many times people. But anyways, the recording is happening. I will just start the session. Can Dennis, can you put this Zoom link on the WhatsApp group of AI executive? Because my 1 second, 1 second, I will do it. I will do it. But 1 second. I will do it. Oh my keyboards. We are live. Okay.
What do you need me to do?
Nothing. No, just I am doing it. I am just putting the link. Why- did you join from the Zoom link I shared or from the event page?
Event page.
Yeah, it is working. I don't know why they are saying, okay, we are
I
live.
joined for the Zoom link. The Zoom link is working.
Can you repeat?
The Zoom link is working. I joined from the Zoom link.
No, I'm talking about the event page. Event page.
Yeah, it came from the Google Calendar.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for confirming. Oh. Okay, I will not waste much of you guys' time. Let me just check. Yeah, it is updated. It is updated. So if your people they want to join, they will join, or else I will. So welcome everyone. So I know this is a little late here. If some people are joining from the UAE, it's fine. And this is going to be a little interactive session. We are going to talk about a use case, not specific to a one use case, but I will try to focus on the use case specifically. Uh, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Great. So now coming to financial services, and one thing that you may notice that I am when I'm talking about use cases and trends, we are not only talking about generative AI, we are talking about the even is going to be a mix of traditional AI as well as generative AI. Financial when I talk about financial services, what comes in your mind when I talk about financial services? Anyone wants to? So this is going to be not a theoretical lecture. I want to have little bit interaction. So there is a small room, so you can just mention. So I'll make a note as well. So when I say financial services, what comes to your mind? Anyone wants to unmute and speak or put on the chat? So I will try to
Hi, hi Arshad.
tell me.
Financial services means banking services, trade services.
Okay, banking services, trade services. Okay, keep adding to this list. When we say
Insurance.
financial,
Insurance.
okay, insurance. People are putting on the chat also a lot of things. Yeah, let me look at the chat also. Yeah, you can unmute and speak if you're comfortable also. That's not a problem because it's a small room. There are 12 people, but okay. So insurance is there. Yeah, insurance. Satya also mentioned services are there. Okay, I will just write the things that people are not telling. Stocks are there. So when you say stocks, it comes under trading services, right? Trade services, the stocks will come under trade services. So I will put it here. Okay, so
Yeah, but trading is also fintech.
trade services, yeah. Let me just try to. Okay, stocks are here. Fintech is now fintech. I'll come to fintech. Fintech is also people miss. So fintech is uh, how finance and technology are used together, and I'll talk about this as well. Just let me write.
Yeah.
When you say, can you just tell me anti-money laundering? Dennis, is AML anti-money laundering?
Correct.
Okay. So this comes under banking services, or is it a separate? According to you, is it a separate service or a separate? Does it
It's an entire business. There are companies that do nothing but make sure that the people receiving the money have made sure that the money has, the company itself has been cleared for AML. And if you do any business in Dubai, every 6 months, they send you a 90-point questionnaire to make sure that you are complying with Dubai AML laws. It's
Okay. So, but anti-money laundering will be used across banking services, across trade services, insurance, fintech, and they are doing
banking
this.
services.
Yeah, it will be like under, if I say, just to simplify things, it is a part of banking, but even if you have to open a specific trading license or trading services account, they will also check. So anti-money laundering is a service that is across few industries. So it's an overlap that is there. So okay, accounting is something very interesting. Accounting is
Also,
something,
insurance risk management.
yeah, just one second. Let me just insurance. Okay, let me first talk about accounting. Accounting will come. Where will accounting come? Accounting will be separate, or will it be under? Accounting will be. It is a service. Yes, it is a service. Any CAs in this room? Pradeep. Pradeep, can you tell me
Yeah,
when accounting come in this picture?
accounting. Yeah, actually, it's part of finance, but it's not actually accounting and finance are different.
Yes, I also feel that right now, what we are talking about accounting is a little bit different because uh, you want to just tell Pradeep just if
Yeah,
according to you because
actually, accounting,
tell
the
me.
difference between the finance and accounting is like accounting is the maintaining the books of accounts of the entity. So finance is like providing financial advisory, like related to cash flow, banking services, and mainly maintaining the cash flow of the company.
Yes,
It comes to under the financial services. Mainly banking related services relates to finance, and accounting is completely maintaining the books of accounts and
Mm.
complying with the accounting standards, IFRS and US GAAP.
correct. So what Pradeep mentioned, like journals, cash flow, balance sheets, income
Yes,
statements. So this is
yes.
I think right now today's topic, I feel we are not, accounting is little separate from when you talk about finance. It can be taken under finance, but when you talk about financial services, accounting as a whole, because I don't think everyone can do accounting in UAE or in any other country, you need to be a certified So you are, Pradeep, are you a CFA or certified IC,
No. I'm ICA,
ICAI?
Indian. Yeah.
Without that, he cannot perform. So if Pradeep did not have that ICA credentials, he cannot, no company or will hire him to do any uh, accounting a specific type of work. But for financial services, you don't need to be an accountant. You can have a normal BSc degree or a BSc in finance, or even engineers do this work as well. So we will, for accounting is good to know, but people are mentioning, so it's nice. Investments. Now coming to investments, yes, investments comes under trade services. I can say investment is a part of the trade services. It can come in banking also. It's an overlap. So investment happens everywhere. It connected to trading, banking, forex, crypto already discussed. Uh, Forex will also is a very important part, and financial. Yeah, insurance is already mentioned. Financial. Oh my God, there are a lot of things coming. But it keep coming. It's nice. So I will share with all of you the screenshot also. Finance. Can you tell me who mentioned for this particular thing? Let me just make it big. Advisory services. I will check 1 second. Financial data acquisition. What does this
Yes.
mean, Barry?
Okay, I explain. Financial data acquisition mean that there are brokers that handle some KPIs of the person. For example, you bank at NBD or Emirates Bank, and Emirates Bank has a third-party broker that handles their marketing. So they have a contract with this third-party broker, only with them, as exclusive contract to handle the data, and that's a data acquisition.
Yes. So I think yes. Now, Mr. You want to unmute and speak if you're comfortable to speak. So advisory services. Yeah, Mr. You want? Where is she? I cannot see you. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. How are you?
No, I just was commenting on what Barry was saying. I was thinking that that will fall under an advisory
So
service.
according to you, because you mentioned advisory services before also. So what all will come under when you say advisory services, according to you, what all will come under advisory services in this list I've mentioned here?
Like just basic financial planning, tax advisory, kind of like a estate planning, retirement, like mergers and acquisitions, stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is different because Misty, I want to explain you
Okay.
that's this what we're talking about is data arbitrage.
Arbitrage.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that second word. Data
It's called data arbitrage.
Arbitrage. Data arbitrage.
Yeah.
arbitrage. Okay.
Marketing or selling and buying the data
You know,
in a financial services
Okay.
marketplace.
Thanks for clarifying.
there is one very big industry even in the UAE. If people are mortgage, especially this is a very very big industry, especially in the UAE, when you are trying to buy a property and you're trying to take a loan, how companies are assessing your profile. And I think someone mentioned as well here in the chat, loan. Someone mentioned. Yeah, loans. And especially a mortgage is a very big industry because they need to do a lot of analysis to make sure that they are giving the correct line of credit for buying any specific properties, especially if you are not you're not based out of the UAE, because you come from a different place and you're taking a loan, and you need to, so they have to do a lot of, not only in the UAE, they check their accounts, their assets in their home country as well. So if you see, mortgage is a very big industry here, and they are using, and I will come step by step there. They're also using anything else anyone wants to say. I just wanted to ask Pradeep, this tax advisory, financial planning, Is this
Uh,
coming under accounting gamut or is it separate?
Actually, compliance audit, tax planning comes under accounting, and financial planning, budgeting will come under finance.
Okay. Yes. I think tax advisory and VAT and all comes under accounting, right? If I say
Yes, yes,
VAT, if for people who are in India, something like tax, like
yeah,
value
the
added
tax.
tax or GST or something like that. So
Yeah.
that also comes under accounting. So that we are not talking about that right now. We are mainly talking, if I just for your reference, tax advisory, we are not talking financial planning. Financial planning is something that is very, very important, and I will talk about that as well. Like specifically for when you're doing as a financial services, uh, financial planning comes in, a lot into the picture because there are investment advisors who look at your risk appetite and tell you where to distribute your assets, and we'll talk about that. One thing now, someone mentioned about fintech. So someone mentioned about fintech, and fintech is just a, you can say it's like a uh, buzzword that is being used across all these services that you mentioned. But fintech alone as such, they are also and I'll talk about that, but payment services, like there are payment services that are there. And okay, anyone in this, if I just want to broadly classify the whole industry, so before I go to there, any other thing that I'm missing out in this whole list that anyone feels that should come under financial services?
I think in advisory, like actually risk management, which again actually
Advisor.
goes across range of services like banking, trade, insurance, everywhere. There is risk management, which is again kind of an
Yes,
advisory
yes. Risk
service.
management is risk management is yeah. So everything that we are telling guys is across services. So don't just take financial services. That's the reason today you saw why I'm discussing this, because this is one of the biggest sectors which has lot of things. And I feel that there are, if you go deeper, there will be more things that are very specific. Someone mentioned about, so everything that you see can become like a domain itself. Like KYC also, there are so many things under the KYC, different countries, different laws, and something we did not, and we did not talk anywhere about regulations, right? Regulations. So the regulations is also one thing that has to be looked at, whichever, because this is very important when you're doing foreign transactions and from one country to another, and it goes around there. So I think anything else are we missing, or am I missing anything else?
Yes. Credit rating analysis.
Uh, credit rating analysis,
Especially in the
yes.
US. And now it's coming to the Middle East where they take a credit score based
Yes.
on the data aggregation on you, and the bank or your loan agency or anyone else will take an evaluation decision. Like in the US,
But
there
this,
is
yeah,
TRW, for example, and the bank.
so this comes under banking services also,
Go
right?
ahead.
This is credit risk analysis.
It's both banking services and insurance services.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, yeah. So credit analysis can be like a standalone service, like you mentioned about anti-money laundering that Dennis mentioned, because even in the UAE, when you are opening any account or anything, they look at your Etihad Bureau score. That is an independent body that maintains all your data and checks your whether you're paying on time, whether you are defaulting, and all those things, and you get a score. And that service has been applied by before your credit card is issued, or before your any banking account is opened. They check that before they try to give you that service. So this can also be a standalone service. Mostly it is being done by uh, a semi-government who has access to all the person's like unique ID, like social number or Emirates ID or something, passport number, and from there they get all the information, and that has been used across various services. Cool. Now, any other thing is missing before I move to the division? Cool. I know this is lot of things. Guys, just take a screenshot. Take a screenshot, anyone. Let me just, or maybe the recording will be there. I'm not sure in the recording these things will come or not. So someone just take a screenshot and save it if possible, because I am taking a screenshot, but I'm not able to save it. I think it is going to come in the recording anyways. Cool. I should have used a whiteboard, but anyways, leave it. Cool. Now coming to just to make things simple. Let me just give me 1 second. I just want to share this before I lose it out. Oh, the screenshot did not happen anyways. Cool. Okay, now coming to for today's lecture, what I'm going to do is I am going to now do two, three divisions, right? Because there are a lot of things happening. How I am trying to divide these things. Maybe there are going to be more buckets, but one is the banking. When I say banking, any example of banking that anyone when I talk about banking, MNCs or US related banks, big banks that are there. Why I'm talking about US related banks? Because they have been using tech and AI much before. Yeah, yeah. Thanks. Thanks for this. Okay. So Dennis, what did you share?
Something that Michael Stadelman said, AIs are great at advice. And I fully agree with that. Many of the things that we're struggling to identify has already been identified, and Perplexity as one of the many search engines out there. If you just ask, how is AI reshaping banking, investments, and risk management? AI has already answered that question.
Yeah. But AI has answered, but using what?
Using what? Using 10,000 resources on the internet.
So, but the one that you have shared is asking for access. So,
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. For me, it's free. I don't know
no,
why.
maybe I have to log in. So, okay. So now we will come. I know everything is there on the internet. We are trying to just put things and get everyone's perspective and share my insights as well. So everything is there in the internet. It is how we are able to take that knowledge and learn from it is something that we want to see today. Okay. So for me, before we answer this, there are a lot of things are there. How will we divide the whole industry into? So what are the major sectors? So banking as a service, someone mentioned, but one is banking. When we say banking, what big names come in your mind? Talk about uh, world level. What are when we talk about banking, what are the names that come that who have been using tech for a long time? Anyone wants to say something in the chat, or you want to unmute and say? Bank as a service, no, just the names. When I take anyone wants to take few names when we talk about banking in investments.
HSBC, Citibank,
Yeah,
Standard Chartered.
yes. So these so these HSBC, JP Morgan Chase, Citibank, these are, I think, I'm not sure how many, these are at least 50 plus years old. I think more than that. So these are called, this is the oldest bank. So Dennis has written about the oldest bank. Cool. Then we have these are traditional bankings, right? These are bankings that also have license to do other things. There are few companies that are also in these companies also do investments. Some of them do investments. Some are any name that you know that is mostly into investments, but they are not into banking. Anyone wants to tell some name like that? Risk management.
Fidelity.
Hmm?
Fidelity is
Yes, yes. Fidelity is there. These are there. These are also there. And then risk management is a very big topic as well, where technology is being used. So today I'm going to talk about that also. And then the third one, just for today's reference, fintech. When we say about fintech, these are how they are different from these big banks that are there. They are trying to solve a specific solution. Any example of a fintech company, big fintech company that you guys want to mention? PayPal, yes. Barry has mentioned PayPal. Vanguard. So Vanguard is, yes, Misty is correct. So Vanguard is one of the biggest investment firms that are there. And then we have, yeah. So
Stripe,
in
Stripe,
fintech, can you repeat what you mentioned?
Stripe.
Yes, PayPal, Stripe, and there are many more that are trying to solve this payment problems. Like if you know in the UAE, if you're there, there is a company called Tabby, or there is which cuts the payment into four. There are many like that who are trying to solve a specific problem. When you talk about risk management, when I say about risk management, the biggest companies that are also doing risk management specifically, and it goes across these two as well, but there are a lot of specific insurance companies. They are the ones who are very much focused on risk management, and their services go across banking, across investment, as well as across fintech. But that's why I'm not writing any names, because risk management is a very big, especially in the tech space. This space is being used a lot in this space, right? So today I will be talking about uh, these four segments, and I'll be talking, maybe today I'll not be able to cover everything. I'll have a follow-up session where I talk more about this, but all of you should understand the differences that are there. And let me save the chat also. This is very interesting. And by the way, in the recording, I think, I'm not sure, guys, in the recording, my notes will come, right? I hope it comes in the notes because it is recording my screen, so it should come. So you can refer these notes as well. Cool. Anyone wants to mention a risk management company that only does risk management? Any name that comes in your mind? Maybe someone can use AI and tell. Let me just. Anyone wants to take a guess?
Yes, there's two companies. It was for accounting, it's Price Waterhouse. They do risk management for accounting services. And if it's through credit risk management, there's TRW. For those that are coming from the US, Trans World, and World Union as well.
Yeah. So you guys, you know about this, we call it the four consulting companies. What they call that? I forgot the terminology.
Big Four. Big Four.
Big Four, yes. All the big fours, all the big four companies like EY. I don't know, PwC is coming under
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
Four.
E&Y, PwC, KPMG, and Deloitte.
Yes. So these are the companies, especially for financial services. I know they have a whole unit, a whole big department of risk management. They do other things as well, but they have a very, very big department for risk management, and they are the people. And you know, yes, Arthur Anderson is Accenture, right? Barry?
I don't know. I believe that they merged. I don't know.
Yeah. I think Anderson was before. Now they have renamed that as Accenture. But just to tell you, every company that is there, the big companies like in the banking, or the names that you mentioned, HSBC, JP Morgan, Citibank, Fidelity, Vanguard in investment, and the other companies, they are using the services of this big four for risk management. Why? Because the work of this big four companies, why they are paid so much, because they do a lot of research work, and not only they know about what is the situation in HSBC, but they know the situation in the whole industry. So they are able, that is the reason why these big fours are surviving for their consulting services and especially in the risk management. If you see because I have a lot of people in who are doing this risk management for these companies, it's one of the biggest teams because risk management is across, not only for banking, investment, other things also. For everything you see, they have a team who makes sure that the things are being done, and I will talk more about that. Cool. Now coming to, let me clear this. I just wanted to confirm, guys, these notes will come in the recording, right? Anyone has any idea? These notes, I think it should come, but it is not going to, because this is not happening on the, it's happening on the screen. So I think it should come. If it's not coming, then we'll look it tomorrow. So now I want to now talk about trends. So all of us saw about these AI adoptions that are happening that we all mentioned in the last few slides. They span multiple areas from risk management to uh, compliance. And one more service that I forgot to mention here, and where can anyone tell which is the service that where generative AI is being used a lot? Because whatever I told is mostly traditional AI that is being used, traditional machine learning. But which services that we all discussed till now in the last two slides, generative AI is getting used a lot? Anyone wants to take a
Your credit score.
okay credit score?
And also stock decisions.
Okay, and can you repeat the second point, Barry?
Stock decisions. Charles Schwab and Fidelity are using bots to decide stock decisions now.
Okay, yes, these are the things that there. But just to summarize, one of the biggest and the place where most of the investments are happening in all these financial services, especially where it is customer facing, it is the customer service. So some of the things that Barry mentioned also comes under customer service. Customer service is not only support. People think that chat support, call support, this is one part of customer service. Second part of customer service is personalized recommendation and problem solving, and also this uh, in investment advices for that particular person, and all many things come under that as well. So customer service is not only the, when we say about customer service, people think it is mostly that support and everything. Anyone wants more to tell what else comes under customer service other than support, personalized recommendation? Anyone wants to add
Yeah,
few things?
mainly it is used in investment and wealth management. Like mainly nowadays there is a famous algorithmic trading, and
Yes,
there is some boot called AI powered robo advisors, and some alternate data analysis and portfolio optimization tools which are used. I think mainly they are using generative AIs to support the recommendations based on the personalized basis.
correct. So now coming to this, one thing that I wanted to add as well is for just what I think, who was speaking, Anfal, or I just, who was speaking right now? Sorry for that. It was
And Pradeep.
Pradeep. So Pradeep, yeah, one thing, yes, I just wanted to, I was just while preparing for these notes, when you said about trading, right, algorithmic trading and all these things, yeah, this is it has been happening before generative AI space, especially Goldman Sachs. I think in 2018 or 19. Before that, they had around 600 people who used to do this trading. That had been automated. Most of the things had been automated using technology, and I think less than 10 people were there who used to do that, all that automate the trading that was there, the trading desk that was there. Now, because of auto trading that happens, only 10 in 2000 and around 2019 onwards, there were only 10 plus people who were there who were overlooking these all these algorithms that are there. And this is, if all of you know, we did not here talk about this company, but Goldman Sachs is one of the companies who were very uh, data driven and back in 90s as well. So but they were doing this, and 2019 they did auto trading, and on they are the people who they are, and these are senior people, senior leads, who look at the outputs and who look at the all the work. So all the heavy lifting that the 600 people used to do in Goldman Sachs, they were reduced. They were done all by these machines, which did all this analysis. Even before this LLM craze that happened, they used to use NLP. They used to use all this machine learning algorithm, fraud detection algorithm, to check the historical patterns, to give trade advices and everything. And the 10 plus people who are there who in the trading, they used to look at the macro economy picture, and they used to look sure that the designing of these tradings are better, and they're working on making it better. So these are the things that have been happening. And generative AI specifically, like what I'm talking about, when generative AI has come, what are the key AI trends that are changing the things that are happening right now? Because and why we are talking about financial services today, that lot of things have been happening in the financial services pre LLM space, and now because of these AI, specifically generative AI, these banks, these financial services are able to take advantage of this situation and go on a take it much further, because they have already lot of traditional data, they already have lot of text data, so they are able to use this generative AI facilities a lot. So when we talk about generative AI, so how will I today talk about, when I'm talking about AI, never take AI separately. AI, whenever we talk about AI, take it as a combination of data plus these machine learning, deep learning techniques that were happening, which is called the traditional ML, plus the Gen AI. So all these things together, when we talk about AI, that are there. So when we talk about key AI trends in 2025, and especially going forward, a lot of people think that LLMs and all are going to be important. Yes, it is going to help things, but and especially in this part. So the first key trend that is there, and when I'm talking, because we are all, every company, there is a FOMO that is happening in generative AI and LLM space. Three things that are there that is happening. The first thing is, every company already has this, even before the LLM craze. But now, not only the big banks, but also the small banks, the fintech companies, everyone are having AI-driven chatbots, and it is going to become more and more powered by the LLM. And not only it is going to answer FAQs, but it is also going to and it's already happening in some of the banks that are there in the UAE and the US, that they can connect to your uh, account and do this balance inquiry as well, balance inquiry, and all those things that are happening. This has already been starting. So not only FAQs, but also logging into your account and looking at all the balance, the issues in your transaction and everything. And this is going to become better and better. Every one of you know that the interaction there is a report by this banking industry that the interaction with there are three ways of interaction with the bank. One is physical, which has reduced a lot. Then we have the telephone, and then we have the chat chat option, and the fourth, I think, the internet banking is is also the internet banking. Just the internet banking is a way, but it also comes under chat. But I will let me keep it four ways. So the four ways of interaction, what we are seeing, that the physical ones have been declining for a long time, and even the banks are now closing up physical branches, and because of cost and making sure that they are cost efficient. Telephone, uh, the number of people that are there has reduced drastically by around 80%. They had reduced because more of chat support is coming. And I will talk about a few use cases, but this is happening. And internet banking is getting better with this chat support that is there through the AI. And why I'm talking this, because the internet banking, that when a person is on internet banking, all the data is being tracked and it is being sent to the CRM. And if there is any problem, when you're chatting, the person knows your activities and he can talk to you. That is there. Okay. In this AI driven chatbot, anything else people want to add if they are seeing anything? I'll take one example of this as well but before that, anyone wants to talk about this specific thing? What are they seeing? Any trends? Have they personally experienced any trends, positive, negative? You can please unmute and speak.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I mean, I see that the stock trading now is data driven and is driven by chatbots, especially on Charles Schwab and Fidelity, because in the past they had pits, like in Chicago, they had pits where the traders used to go and they used to do open calls, and you had to call the broker, and he go to the pit and he make a buy. And now it's being done through electronic arbitrage and data-driven arbitrage.
Yes, that's correct. Anyone else wants to add anything? Let me see. Mr. Julian, Misty, Ashik, Shivraj, Syed. Syed is very quiet today. I know it's very late, but Anurag, Anfal, you want to add anything else in AI-driven chatbot? I will talk about one use case as well. And then I think if anyone has, then before that, I will go to that use case where I can give you some numbers. So, okay, so now there is, I will take one bank that is in UAE also, there is a bank, HSBC. How many of you have heard about HSBC Bank? Anyone has an account in HSBC here in this room?
No, no.
No, Arshad.
Mishti, you have? Okay, so HSBC, yes. So HSBC, they have in a paper, yeah. So maybe, so have you used AMI anytime, Mishti? Their virtual assistant bot, AI powered virtual assistant bot that they have launched, AMI, AMY. So I think the chatbot that you are using is branded as AMI. So they don't, yeah. So whatever chatbot that you are using now, they are coming up, they are rebranding this. So AMI has been, so now the chatbot that they had, they have revamped it. Now if they will not, when you open it, you will not have that brand called AMI. But when you say talk to AMI, it is going to show. If you try to log into HSBC and try and let me know about it. So they are trying to rebrand this whole HSBC AI powered virtual assistant called AMI. And they have in their report recently in their report, and I will share you with the link as well in the after this this particular masterclass, wherein you can read about it as well. So everything that I am coming is coming from the report that they have given. So they have mentioned that this AI driven chatbot before now, as of 2024 end, they are handling 40% of the routine customer inquiry. So before it was less than 20%, but now they are handling 40% of the routine customer inquiries. What it means that 40% is not going, it is closing up, it is not going to a human. So it is getting closed off. So this is what they are saying. So 40% of routine customer inquiries are being handled by AMI, and this is a very big number. that is there. And one thing that they are pushing, right, like now especially in the US, the cost of labor is very high. But these type of bots, the HSBC is promoting people to use, because what it does that every one of you know, it's a 24/7 availability. Some of you get free in the night. You want to get your banking services resolved, so you can get it done. So you don't need to wait on the in the call for a long time. It reduces the wait time and it improves the service. So this is something that HSBC is pushing a lot. And one thing that you see that they are trying to do, yes, they sold most, but they are still doing a lot uh, worldwide as well. And they are now, because of this technology, they are really pushing a lot. So now how they are positioning Amy, and if you see their release notes, they have for mostly for English and Chinese. As you all know, if HSBC, where is the headquarters of HSBC? I think it is HSBC.
UK, London.
I'm also Googling right now. HSBC headquarter,
UK.
UK, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was formed in Hong Kong and
Yes,
founded in Hong Kong and Shanghai, but headquartered in
yes, that's the
London.
reason why they have mentioned Chinese. That's why I was a little confused. Their Amy is uh, Hong Kong. See, Hong Kong Canary Waters is there, but it is started in Hong Kong. That is the reason why I was in the documentation when they said Chinese, English and Chinese, because they have a lot of even Chinese people. And in Chinese also there are two. One is the Mandarin and one is the traditional Chinese. So they are focusing on these languages. So a person who wants to I think now it is in Canary, but it originated in Chinese, and they have a lot of Chinese uh, customers also. Now, what happens that what AMI is trying to do, and if you see the report, and this is what all I'm telling today is not hypothetical. This is all happening. The call center workload has reduced a lot. And when you talk about call center of any bank, one is this routine. We call it first level support, and the second is your complex issues. So for a complex, so now before 2024, a lot of people were focusing also on routine first level support, checking just checking some balance, transaction failure. But now most of the humans are focusing on complex issues. So if there is a complex issue or the second level or third level support, there it is coming. Most of the basic work like balance, transaction assistance, check, fund transfer, check issuance, all are happening using these bots. They are very, even the voice bot and even the chat bot that is there. And one thing that how it is, as I was telling you, they have the transaction of a history of people who are logging in, like the internet banking. They know when you logged in, they know your behavior. They are using these adaptive learning techniques to enhance the customer interaction. And I'll give you an example. Suppose you have a problem in your HSBC transaction. You are not able to add a pay or something, and then you give a message to this. You send a chat message, or you send a you try to call them. They will know your problem, that you are facing this issue. Because they have seen your transaction, and they will focus. You don't need to again rephrase all your problems. So they understand, and so to better make it uh, right. And at end of the day, this boosts a lot of operational efficiency and lowers the support cost. So this is a live use case of Amy. Read about it. I will share you the link as well. And I have a whole use case, but I just wanted to talk about this today. So now Barry is asking, I would like to make a session. I would like you to make a session, AI agents for banking. So banking, to do a traditional to work around for banking, Yes, today is more of a, this is more of a AI for executive, part of AI for executive. So more of understanding the use case. This is not a technical workshop, but we will do something in AI agent. The problem with working in doing a project demo for banking and financial services is the data. You don't get the data available, so you need to get something, you need to try to build upon a basic use case, uh, not for banking specifically, but for investments. So we have done few workshops for stock market recommendation and all. Basic, we don't need AI agents for all that. So AI agent, uh, we will come to that. For now, that is out of scope for today, but we will do some workshops on technical workshops on that is a separate thing. Today we'll focus on the use case that is there. Anything anyone else wants to add regarding this particular use case? Anyone has anything that they want to add? They feel it is good. Any questions regarding this?
My question is regarding what's going on with the big banks, especially HSBC and Citibank, and that they're using bots to replace humans. What do you think that will happen in 5 years? Do you think that there will not be branches? It will just be bots that we will have to communicate with to get the money?
No, so there is going to be a mix, and according to all the reports that are there, there is going to be a mix of as I told you, the AI in this automation and everything is going to be for the heavy lifting work, and the humans are going to oversee these things for macro and to see whether these automated bots are happening properly. So it is always going to be a mutual working condition. We will not see them completely replace, but now these technologies are going to do all the heavy lifting work for the analyst, the consultant, and the consultant is only going to focus on the core work that is there. Right. And now coming to one more example, if anyone of you, if you have a Bank of America account, in Bank of America, there is one more, it does something very, very similar, but they have given the number. It is called Erica. The chatbot name is Erica, and it has done the new Erica that has been built using generative AI. I don't know they have mentioned from the year 2019. They have been using, I don't know, NLP or LLMs or any other technique. So they have mentioned that they have done over 2 billion customer interactions they have done in the last few years. So it's a big number. And what all these things are doing, whatever we say, these banks are deploying chatbots. Not only it is good to give the customer support, it is also helping to enhance the customer experience, personalize the experience, and also if you all remember, before 5 years back, 4 years back, there was, when you used to call, there was an AI voice that comes, but it was not that good enough. Whatever you say, they don't understand. Then you ask them to connect to a human. But now the experience has become much, much better. That is there. Okay. So now coming to, I just want to now summarize the 4 key trends that are there. We told about generative AI. Then there are two traditional ones that are there. The traditional ones that we will see, because not only you will see generative AI and LLMs, but also one is the predictive analytics. So this is more and more banks are now also going to do this. The big banks were already doing this, but now some of you mentioned about this, right? Investment strategies. They are going to use. So in predictive analytics, it is not only the quantitative data. Quantitative data is the numbers that were there before. They are also going to use the qualitative data. And when you talk about qualitative data, it is qualitative data is, anyone wants to give example of qualitative data? Qualitative data when we want to do an investment for investment strategies. Anyone?
KPIs are they can be both qualitative and quantitative.
Can you repeat the name again? K?
KPIs, key product indicators.
Okay, KPI.
They quantitative, that means that you would have to aggregate the amount of the
Yeah.
information.
KPI will come under quantitative data. KPI is coming under quantitative data, and this has been there for before also. Generative AI is going to push yes, Anfal is telling correct. So it is going to be for investment strategies. It can be qualitative data here for investment strategies, can be feedbacks, it can be customer interaction, historical customer interaction. Okay, then it can be anyone else wants to tell what other qualitative data. When I say qualitative, everyone understands what happens, right? Quantitative is numbers, just to be very careful, and this is more of text and different types of data, text, images, and this is the qualitative. And because of generative AI, you will see lot of people are able to use this data. So customer trust, reputation, like if you're doing investment strategies, then reports, company reports, as you all know, in financial services, there are so many documents that are there. All those documents, everything uh, can be used, and you will see the predictive analytics that have been done by these companies are going to get much better, and they are going with this. When I say predictive analytics, thinks about using this investment data, they can do very good market forecasting, and according to that they can give ideas, like you want to do a 3-year plan or a 5-year plan or a 1-year plan or a short-term plan. According to that, they can give good investment strategies looking at the qualitative data. And this is one of the second key AI trend that we are seeing, that lot of these type of companies are doing. The traditional banks as well as the smaller banks, as well as the investment only banks, that are investment only conglomerates like Vanguard and all those things that they are doing. Okay, anyone else wants to add any other qualitative data that these companies are using as well? Anyone wants to add?
With investment strategies, it is also about the company itself, and if it is like a fund, like a mutual fund, for example, about the fund manager. So all those things will come under qualitative.
Yes. So all those things that will come, the rules, the everything will be coming under this. So now these they have lot of data points and they are using this. So generative AI is basically helping. It is like an amplifier to do this type of work. It is not working on standalone. That's the reason why I told, whenever you talk about generative AI, think about everything together. Generative AI is just helping in doing specific work, helping doing the heavy lifting, especially in the NLP, and also documents, right? When we talk about images, there is OCR technology, because there are a lot of charts. There is a lot of other things that are there. So these images that are there, using the optical character recognition techniques, they can analyze these images and also do a lot of insights and lot of things that are there. If you know, there was a lot of big industries before the generative AI space who used to do this OCR work, but now OCR is being done by vision models. So you don't need to spend a lot of money on OCR platforms that were there before. Using vision models, you can do a good job of reading reports, government papers, regulation papers, and everything, and coming with an insight. Okay. Anyone else wants to add this particular thing? And here in this particular. Okay, just today I did not go through slides because every time going through slides becomes little bit what you call that, boring. So that is the reason why I was more of anyone has any questions? I will be sharing the link of this Amy, Amy, and few of the things that are there. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Anyone has any question? They want to add anything? See, the financial services is a very big space. We only covered two trends, but I hope you guys get the idea about this and see and understand how things are happening. Some of you think that it is not only right now. Financial services have been doing it for a very, very long time, and they are one of the most careful and very data driven compared to any other industry in the world. So I think I will be having one more session maybe next week, where we continue this, because there are a lot of other things that are there that we will discuss. Today we discussed a little bit about customer bots like Amy and Erica. Now we can just discuss about one document processing and all those things as well, where AI is very used a lot. Okay. Any questions before we wind the call? Anyone wants to add anything? Okay, so thank you everyone. I know it's 10:30 p.m. in the night, so we will wind up the call. I hope you enjoyed. So yeah, thanks Anfal. But was it better than PowerPoints?
Yes, it was a discussion, so sometime it's interactive sessions.
Yeah, because I will share you the PowerPoint. The PowerPoint is there, but PowerPoints are a little bit boring, because that's the reason why we are having this type of call where we learn from each other, we hear from each other. So thank you everyone for your time, and see you. Talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.